Happy Sunday. Good evening, good afternoon, good day, everyone. Happy New Week also, I'm sure. Okay, well, today is the beginning of the week, though maybe not the beginning of the working week. But yeah, really. So happy Sunday to you guys. How has the day been? Welcome once again to Sunday evening chat with Adebowale Onafowora. I want to believe that today will be another interesting episode of our Sunday evening chat. Good enough, we have another interesting topic to discuss today. Our service, how was what do you call it? How has it been? Let me just use that. So welcome once again, everyone. Thank you for joining. Yes, as usual, I want to enjoin you to please share on your timeline, share with your network. Let's discuss together. How is your city? How is your state? How is your country? How has it been? Dr. Tulu, how are you? Good afternoon. Happy Sunday. Our service today. Who else has joined us? Happy Sunday to everyone who has joined today. It's nice to have you once again. And I hope I'm audible. If I'm not, please help. Mr. Hamidu, it's been nice having you every Sunday. Thank you. Good evening, sir. Welcome once again to the evening chat with Adebowale Onafowora. Today we'll be talking about 10 high income agribusiness opportunities for the year 2025. Sorry, I'm in a hurry to get to 2025. Can you imagine? For the year 2024. 2024 has been a wonderful year, just like that. You know, when you look back and think, when did we celebrate the new year? Can you imagine? January is gone already, we're already in February. Mr. Follow Show, how are we doing, sir? Good afternoon. Mr. OK Peters, good afternoon. Sorry, good evening. Don't mind me. Good evening. I'm sure it's even morning for some people. Good morning if you're in Australia. So let's discuss opportunities today, and let's see how far we can go with that. I picked this topic because of questions that some of my friends were asking, and I said, okay, let's discuss opportunities in agribusiness. It may be for somebody, it may be for your friend, it may be for your family, it may be for you yourself. And you may even want to reshare this, whichever way. So yes, it's been a wonderful year, but let me put this, opportunities are everywhere. Somebody said, I think in Chinese language, that when you hear crisis actually has another understanding called opportunity. Hey, Mustafa, how are you? How is the Gambia? Thank you for joining. I'm sure you can pick something here that you can spread in your nation. The opportunity in I think in Chinese word or something also means, crisis also means opportunity. Let me say this. Every time there is problem, there is always opportunity. And what is the opportunity? The opportunity is in solving the problem. Currently, one of the big problem in everywhere in the world has a lot to do with economic problem, and economic problem resonates more with food. An economist named Abraham Maslow said we have different hierarchy of needs, and number one on that is called food, security or shelter. That's the number one. Mr. Osasana, how are you doing, sir? Thank you. He said food. So agribusiness is a major part, of everything that happens in any nation. In fact, in the developed world, food security is the national security issue. Food security is a national security issue. If any country that doesn't care about their food has a problem, you can imagine why it's sad that Africa is currently the youngest continent in the world in terms of demography, especially in Nigeria. You will be shocked to know that the average age of a Nigerian is around 20. Out of every 100 Nigerians, 60 are around 20 years old. Are you surprised? But the average age of a farmer is almost 60. So when you look at the fact that our farmers are aging, the question to ask is, who will feed our future? When the current age of farmers are going into extinct, they are retiring already, then who will feed the future? That is why the opportunities I want to share today will resonate a lot with young people. Something you can do for parents, something you can start your children with. And also for those who are already adults, looking into retirement and what to do. These are also opportunities you can look into and benefit and learn something from. So, as I continue, I want to say something. I will be talking as a business person because this is strictly business. A lot of people don't understand how business works. Business it's a lifestyle. Business is a vocation. And you need to learn what makes business work. One of my evening chats, I made this statement: if they cannot see you, they cannot favor you. You cannot be a businessman and you are a shy person. You cannot be a businessman and you don't want to talk. So the number one opportunity in agribusiness lies in talking. You must be able to talk. If you can talk, you can make money in agribusiness. Let me come again. If you can talk, you can make money in agribusiness. So if you are going to benefit from all the opportunities I want to talk about today, let me say the first thing you need to learn is to learn public speaking. You need to learn how to talk. You must learn how to communicate. You must learn how to communicate. Listen to this. A very good product that is not known is not different from a bad product that is not bought. If they don't know your product, what good are you doing? So you are good, you have a good product, but you cannot talk. So the first opportunity lies in talking. Now, what do I mean by that? A lot of farmers are shy people. Farmer needs people that can train them to talk. Farmer needs people that can coach them to sell, to talk, to communicate about their product. So I can tell you there is a huge market if you are willing to go about meeting farmers and telling them, I can help you push your product. I can teach you what you need to do to move your product out there. Any type of farmer. 99% of farmers are shy people. They are shy people. And that's why they depend solely on majorly on middlemen. They depend on middlemen. So coaches are needed for farmers. And let me tell you the secrets to that. Don't recently you will see all sort of coaching courses and people will be telling you all sort of things. You can design a course for farmers that will train farmers how to communicate what they do, how to share, how to push out their products at a reasonable amount. You will be surprised at what can happen for you. I'm telling you that. So the number one opportunity I'm sharing tonight is opportunity for those who can go about teaching farmers how to communicate. Now listen to this statement. Either you are a farmer, you are a teacher, you are a doctor, you are a pastor, you are an imam, you are a professor, you are a pilot, whatever vocation you are into, all the money you need in your life is in somebody's hand. Somebody write that down. All the money you need in your life, all the money you will ever need in your life, all the money you can ever need in life is in people's hand. Money is not idle. Money is in people's hand. What does that mean? Or what does that tell you? It means you must find a way to collect the money. Let me come again. Money, all the money that is needed on earth is in people's hand. See, in developed world, in America, in Canada, in the UK, in France, in Germany, in Italy, in every part of the world, government does not play with tax. Have you ever asked yourself, who is being taxed? It's people. The money that government needs to function is in people's hand. So most governments are organized to collect money from people. That's it. They are organized to collect money from people. Have you asked, why is NURTW so powerful in Nigeria? Because the national transport workers, whatever, they collect money from their members. Every day, NURTW in Lagos does not collect less than 1 billion. Every single day. So money is in people's hand. Some people use gun to go and collect it. That's armed robbery. Some people do scam to collect it. Government use tax to collect it. Churches, mosques, and religious homes collect money as offering or tithe or whatever. Money is in people's hand. Understand that fact. It's an important thing to know. If you are a teacher, somebody is paying you. If you are a doctor, you must be paid. Money is in people's hand. So if you are a businessman, you must also collect money from people. So if money is in people's hand, learning to collect money from people is a major skill, is a major avenue, is a major place where a lot of opportunity is locked. Is somebody with me? So I want you to, please let this be set, let this be settled in your brain. Don't ever say, I can't talk. Oh, I don't know how to make presentation. I don't know how to talk. I don't know how to sell. I don't know how to do this. You are deceiving yourself. A good product that is not communicated is not better than a bad product that is not bought. No matter how good your product is, you will only make money when people buy it. No matter how good your services are, you will only make money when people pay for it. So money is in people's hand. You must learn to collect it. So having said all this, we are on a path to where we are going. You see, the opportunities I'm sharing with you and I'll be sharing with you, I'm sure it's not what you have in your mind that you think I will want to say. Because we have this stereotype. Everybody just think there is only one way or whatever way to make money from farming. No. If you want to make good money from farming, you need to understand the mindset of farming and what you do. So I have said that. That is part one. Money is in people's hand. Part two, in business, I'm relating all this back to farming. In business, it is not about what you do majorly. It is more about how you do what you do. Let that sink. It is not about what you do. It is about how you do what you do. So it is not about what you grow. It's more about how you grow it. It is not about how you promote, distribute. It is not about what you are distributing. Income opportunities is not about how you distribute what you are distributing. Please, this mindset, you need to have it. If you are going to tap from, if you are going to tap high income opportunities in farming, how you do what you do is more important than what you do or what you are doing. Number three, the more money you want to make, the more risk you should be willing to take. Somebody, I'm sure that's scary. The more money you want to make, the more risk you should be willing to take. So high income opportunities is majorly domiciled among high risk agribusiness ventures. Write it down. High income opportunities is tied to high risk agribusiness venture. Many of you will ask, how much can I make if I want to start with 100,000? If I want to start with 500,000? I'm not saying you cannot make money. But you want to make high income, you want to make a lot of money, you must be willing to take a lot of risk. In business, you have low risk, medium risk, and high risk. Let me give you this example. You want to make money. One way to make money is to put money in the bank. It has the least risk. Put your money in fixed deposit in the bank. But can I shock you? If you put 10 million naira in the bank, do you know there is no bank that will pay you more than 3%? If you put, hear me again, if you put 10 million in the bank, there is no bank that will pay you more than 3%. If you put 100 million in the bank, the highest a bank will pay you is 7%. That's why bankers will tell you, why not add something to your 100 million so that we can give you 7.5% or whatever. Now let's just think about it. You put 101 million naira in the bank and they are giving you 7.5%. What is 7.5% of 100 million? 7.5 million naira. 7.5 million naira divided by 12, 680 or 650,000. To make 650,000 monthly without risk, you must put 100 million in the bank, fixed. Low risk. No risk involved. So, to make high income, to make money, you must be willing to take risk. Now, when I say risk, I am not saying lose control. I am not saying be careless. Get that right. High income lies in high risky ventures. It's important you know that. That is, you must be willing to put in money so that you can make money. So let this philosophy sink once and for all. Let it sink. And please don't miss the word I said, don't lose control. So that is because I'm not encouraging you to go and do MMM in farming. Because a lot of people are doing MMM. And that's why somebody will tell you, oh, we can, you put this amount, you will get 50%. There is nothing like that, sir. There's nothing like that. So please understand that high income is domiciled around high risk ventures. Pilots are well paid because their job is very risky. You hear, oh, that guy works in oil and gas. He has a lot of money. Yes, he's on the rig. If something happens, he may not return. Oh, that surgeon is well paid, but he operates on the brain. Before he even became a surgeon that operates on the brain, he has gone to school for like 15 years or 20 years, paying high fees. So let us understand that. So having established this philosophy, I now go into areas that I know you can make money, high income, when you do what you need to do. The first one I want to talk about is aquaculture. Aquaculture is fish farming. I started my agribusiness life as a fish farmer. I started breeding fish. I was producing fingerling. As far back as 2004, I was producing 80,000 fingerling every 6 weeks. And I increased that to 200,000 fingerling. At the time, I was producing 500,000 fingerling. There's a lot of money to make in fish farming. But, get this right. To make money, you must first identify a gap. Sometimes today, somebody told me, I want to be importing palm oil into Canada. And I laughed. Why do you say that? I don't know. I just think people will buy. No, sir, that's not how to do business. My brother bought palm oil to import into Canada. They couldn't import it. Cost of transporting it alone has doubled their own price compared to what is on ground in Canada. So before you make a decision, is there a gap? So in aquaculture or fish farming, there is a gap. And the gap is not in what most of you think. You see, recently you see a lot of people coming into fish farming. Oh, I want to smoke fish. I want to grow catfish. I want to know. Your gap must be studied where you stay. In certain places, for example, 80%, listen to this, 80%, okay, don't let me say 80%, 65% of the fresh catfish grown in southwest Nigeria is consumed in southeast and south-south. Did you hear me? Almost 60% of the catfish grown, cultured in southwest Nigeria is consumed in south-south and southeast. Another probably 25% consumed in Abuja. Then the rest. So if you want to make a lot of money, guy, set up a fish farm in that location. There are conditions to setting up a profitable fish farm. Maybe we will find time to talk about that. But I'm just giving you a gap that till tomorrow, when you meet that gap, you will make money. Now, the next question to ask is, what area of fish farming should I go into? Several, sir. Catfish is selling. Is the easiest fish to grow for now. But there is a fish called Pangasius. Write that name down. Pangasius. Pangasius is a new fish in Nigeria. Pangasius is like obokun fish. How many of you know obokun? Obokun is that high value fish. They pay so much for it. Pangasius currently is being cultured in Nigeria. Is a fish that is herbivorous. Not like catfish. When catfish, we have something called shooters among catfish. Some grows faster than the others. They will consume the other ones. Pangasius fish does not cannibalize on their mate. Feeding them is not as expensive as catfish. Yet, Pangasius is more expensive than catfish. It's good as fresh fish. It's good as frozen fish. Pangasius. Then another fish I will mention to you called Heterotis. They call it African arowana. African arowana is also an herbivorous fish. They eat herbs. In fact, let me shock you. We used to culture that fish. If you have an 18 pond that is big and you throw Heterotis into the pond, especially ponds that you don't take care of, if you come back after several months, you'll be shocked at how big they will have grown. You will be amazed at how big they will have grown. Why? Currently, it's expensive to feed fish, especially catfish, because of feed ingredient. So the plug to fish farming currently is alternative to feed. And there are several of it. There is insect and culturing. All sorts of insect culturing. You have worm, there are different types of insects. The black soldier fly insect. Some people are into it. There is this worm insect Oluwaremu is working on. I can't remember the name now. Because fish grow well with animal protein. That's for catfish, for those who are doing catfish. There is for those who are also doing tilapia. Alternative is protein source. We bring down your cost of feeding. Yeah, thank you. Yellow mealworm. Yellow mealworm. Yellow mealworm. You see, all this alternative to the current protein source can help you to bring down your cost of feeding, and you will make crazy money. Currently. So note that. You want to think fish farming, think Pangasius, think Heterotis. Tilapia is okay. But make sure it is all male tilapia. All male tilapia. All male tilapia. Female tilapia does not grow big. All male tilapia. Why? It's what it is called. Some people are producing it. Mr. Nuruddin, Tiamiyu, you can, is a friend on YouTube. You can just type him. Dr. Steve Keleji. Type them. They are good plug and sources for good fish source that you can make good money from. I can tell you that. Why? No matter how bad the economy becomes, people must eat. Okweko, Titus, a small tiny one is over 2,000 naira now. Can you imagine that? So, there is a lot of money to be made in aquaculture called fish farming. So, culturing and raising fish will give you some very good income. Now, number 2, processing of fish and distribution. Remember I told you at the beginning, you want to make money, you must be ready to sell. So, you may not disturb yourself with growing and culturing the fish. But can you identify a fish farmer, somebody growing fish? Partner with that person. Buy from that person. Process it. Distribute it. The secret to distribution is market. Look for the market. Tools to processing fish. You can get a blasting freezer. You can get a blasting freezer. A normal freezer cannot refrigerate fish because it won't bring the temperature to that level that can keep the fish from spoilage. So think of a blast freezer. Blast it and distribute it around. Fillet. Good one. So processing and distribution of fish is a very good way to make money. It gives high income in agriculture. Number 3, high income opportunity I will talk about is in poultry farming. Poultry farming. But, thank you, Mr. Idris. Tilapia is also herbivorous. Yeah, tilapia also eats plants. And let me add this before I forget. Like I've told you, alternative to feed is the secret of fish farming. There's a plant called azolla. There's a plant called azolla. There's a plant called duckweed. These weeds are very rich in protein. They are very rich in protein. You can grow them as an alternative source for feeding your fish. And that also brings me to poultry. The key to poultry also is alternative to feed. Listen to this. 80% or 70% of the cost of raising livestock and aquaculture, it goes into the feeding. So the moment you can bring down the cost of feeding, you are making money already. The moment you can bring down that cost of feeding, you are making money already. So poultry, now where am I going in poultry? You want to do poultry and make good money. Guys, don't think about the normal layers. Why? Drug, breed are certain issues that centers around it. That is why a lot of people complain, my poultry farm is collapsing. Oh, I started a poultry farm and I've shut it down. No, sir. There is a way to poultry farming. Number 1, you need space. And the breed. I will recommend some breeds to poultry. When I say poultry, I'm not talking about chicken alone. Poultry includes chicken, turkey, duck, and I'll mention some breeds that can help you. If you want to raise poultry, go and look for Noila or the Fulani local chicken. Why? The Fulani local chicken has both male and female. They grow to almost 3 times the size of the normal local chicken. Remember I said you want to make good money, you put in money. You can get those breeds in Kano. As I just mentioned Kano, somebody's business may be bringing those breed I just mentioned from Kano to Lagos, from Kano to Ogun, from Kano to Oyo. That may be your business. For others to be able to have easy access to getting this breed. The Fulani local breed grows very big and is a local chick. It's very hardy, can withstand extreme temperature or extreme, weather. Another one is the Noila. The Noila is like an hybrid of local and foreign chick. But the good thing about the Noila is it's both male and female. But don't raise Noila without mixing it with the local breed. I know somebody close to me, they started poultry, not the conventional way. Because I'm giving you ideas that can give you good money. You don't need to buy kgs, you don't need all that. They started not the conventional way. They just they had 2 birds, a male and female. In less than 1 year, they had multiplied to more than 60. When I was growing up, for years, we hardly buy meat to eat. We eat from our farm. We eat from our farm. All manner of birds. The Noila and the Fulani breed are a major secret of poultry farming somebody can try. They do very well when they graze. Free range. When they free range, I meant. All you need to do is every 2 weeks cut their wings as they are growing so that they don't fly off the fenced area. They do well with azolla. They do well with duckweed. They do well with waste from feed. Maize waste. So many waste. They do well with fodder. And you can convert 1 kg of grain to about 6 kg of fodder within 1 week. All you need to do to make them like the fodder more, so that it will taste more, add magnesium sulfate. You will be shocked. Just add something that improves taste in the fodder. By the way, if you want to learn how to produce fodder, you want to learn how to grow azolla, get in touch with BIC Farms Concept. You will be shocked. So alternative to feeding is the key to poultry also. Don't go for the very exotic breeds. I want to do broiler, is good. I want to do layers, is good. But think Noila, think Fulani breed, you'll be shocked. Managing them is very easy. And in a few periods, you'll be shocked. The other poultry I want to encourage is duck. Guys, there is a lot of money to be made in duck farming. And people are not exploring it. There is a duck breed called Pekins. In 7 weeks, Pekins can grow to about 90% of his adult body weight. That is, it can attain about 3 kg in 7 weeks. Pekins. All you need to do is to create a conducive environment. They love water because of their DNA. Duck are a poultry that does well around water. So build ponds in your expanse of land. You can use tarpaulin or pond liner to build your ponds. Just put water there so that they can, from time to time, go in there and cool their body temperature. Pekins. There is this, what do you call it? Duck breed called Campbell. You must have been saying it is common. But Campbell does not grow so big. It's also a very rugged duck. Campbell lays a lot of eggs. It can lay up to 300 eggs in a year. Now, these poultry I'm mentioning don't need special care. They don't need battery cage. That is very expensive. They can free range. Just create a nest where they lay their eggs and you have eggs to sell. Another thing you do is when you mix them with the local chicken has the tendency to sit on egg. So the local chicken can be your incubator. As your local chick starts to lay, remove their own egg, sell it. Put your Noila egg, put your Pekins egg, put your Campbell egg, put them on that. This chicken will sit on it and hatch it for you. And that's how you grow your breed. There is a lot of money to be made from that. That is in growing. Now, processing and distribution of them. When I say processing, that is sharing them into scaling, blast freezing, smoked, and prepared. I know a guy in Lagos. He was working with GT Bank. He left his job for selling awo. Awo is another type of poultry. What's the English of awo? I can't remember. I can't remember the English of awo now. What's the English of awo? Somebody can help me. If you see the way it processes his awo, you will be shocked. You will be shocked. You see, many of us are not taking advantage of certain tools. Guinea fowl, thank you. Guinea fowl. Awo is guinea fowl. Many of us are not taking advantage of certain tools that we have around us. Because we have this herding culture problem. Herding culture is what somebody is doing, everybody wants to do. Nobody wants to be original. Nobody thinks about where is the gap. There is a huge gap in so many areas, but nobody is going into it. Somebody once learned how to make azola from us. She was sharing with me that I bought 1 kilo of azola. 1 kilo of azola, male and female azola spore. We sell it 10,000 naira. This person said, I bought 1 kilo of azola. Do you know I've made over 1 million? Just by growing it and selling it. And what is azola? Alternative feed for livestock. Every one of us should not focus on the same thing. We should stop adding. It's layers, everybody is growing. And that is the more reason why unfortunately, many don't even study the layer cycle. Oh, when school are in session, eggs are selling. Suddenly school go out of session. Then there is glut. And you see farmers committing suicide. Somebody will say, I buried 2,000 crates. Because you did not plan your production. Go into free-range poultry. Duck is selling like mad. Unfortunately, funny enough, duck is selling almost 3-4 times the price of chicken. And it's not difficult to raise. Think poultry. And when you think poultry, think duck. Duck for meat, duck for egg. Think guinea fowl. Think Fulani breed. Think Noila. You will thank me later. The next high income I want to mention is in ruminants. Ruminants. And I will mention goat farming. You will be surprised to know how much goat can sell for. Funny, right? But because a lot of people are not giving attention to that. Now, the key to ruminant is breed. I have told you, you don't want to make money and say you are not spending money. You are deceiving yourself. If you want to make money, you will spend money. Ambassador Adeni, thank you for coming on board. Ambassador Adeni used to have a very big duck farm. Ask him. Duck farming is like printing money. I don't want to, I've said all I will say about that. Somebody go and think about how to make it work. Now, ruminant. And when we say ruminant, think about the breed of the goat. There is a South Africa breed that grows to about 200 kg. It's called the Boa and the Kalahari. Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, Funab, used to sell the small Boa, what do you call it? Boa and Kalahari, over 400k per one. And you will book down for almost 2 years before you can get it. The problem is, people are not looking at an exotic breed that has a high demand. There's a farm in Nigeria that is making a kill on goat farming. I don't want to mention their name. They have not paid me for advert, so that's why I'm not mentioning their name. But I know FUNAB does the breeding of these ones I just mentioned. Guys, there is no law in Nigeria that says you cannot import this exotic breed and mass produce and work on, producing it to sell. The key to goat and ruminant is artificial insemination. Let me say that again. Artificial insemination. Don't depend on natural insemination. That's where a lot of people make mistake. There was a project we were doing in one of the universities. We were raising cattle. Let me share this idea with you. We call it livestock investment. We buy big cattle that have given birth once. We feed them for 1 year. Then we bring sperm of Fresian breed from Holland, from Australia. You inject it into them. Now, because those breeds have very big calf, when the animal is calving, you can only use a very big animal to produce them. Otherwise, the mother will kill them from growing, from coming out. When you crossbreed our local breed with Fresian or foreign one, the offspring will be 25% foreign. When you crossbreed that offspring after 2-3 years, you will have the cervix. Thank you. The cervix is small, so it kills them from giving birth to them. After 2-3 years, you have a 50% local, 50% foreign. Now, where I'm going is this. In about 6 years, you will have a 100% foreign local breed. Why do you need that? Most people trying to raise local foreign breed in a country like Nigeria are building a farm system that is not sustainable. They build air conditioner, pen, all sorts of things. Those things are not sustainable. You must localize a foreign breed if you want to make money from it. You must localize a foreign breed if you want to make money from it. And you can make a lot of money from it. I'm telling you. A lot of money. A lot of money. You can make a lot of money from this cow, from the goat, from ram and sheep. Exotic breed, alternative to feeding is the key. I move to the next thing. I move to vegetables and crops. And I will start with cash crop. As avocado. As avocado. Currently, as avocado, it's a crop that is over $1 billion. Country like Kenya, like South Africa, Uganda, Rwanda also just joined last year, are making crazy money from as avocado. There is Avocado Society of Nigeria. The president is on this call, Ambassador Adeni Ishola. In 3 years, avocado is producing. It's a cash crop. It will. Let me just give you this simple thing. Get in touch to know more. I told you what you can do with 100 million. Put 100 million in the bank. They will give you 7.5 million a year. 100 million cannot buy a 3-bedroom flat in Lekki that they will pay you rent of 6 million. It cannot. But you know, with 20 million, you can set up about an hectare of ash avocado. 20-25 million. In 3 years, that farm will be giving you over 10 million a year. As avocado. Also lemon. How many of you have gone to places like ShopRite, My 12, to go and buy lemon? How many pieces of lemon do you buy? 1,000 naira. Have you seen a lemon orchard? Because most people only think orange. Gap. Currently, wellness industry is growing in Nigeria and Africa, in fact, all over the world. People now understand the benefit of lemon. I was just reading about some of the things you can do with lemon. You know, my children were telling me, oh, I'm having some white or gray on my hair and all that. That, do you know you can use lemon and some other things and it will... I said, I don't want to dye my hair. I said, no, you won't dye it. Just mix those things and it's... Guys, there is a huge demand for lemon. For cosmetic purposes, for health purposes, and so many things. And where are the orchard? And these are crops that they are hybrid, are ready for harvest in 3 years. You will be shocked. Hybrid lemon. Hybrid. I'm mentioning this crop because they are easy to produce. For example, as avocado must be grafted. It's not local to some countries around. It's the fruit type that is local to some countries around. But you can graft it. And it does very well. We have an orchard of as avocado and it's growing. Now I want to move into vegetables. You see, because of herding culture, almost everybody wants to be doing the same thing. You cannot be doing what everybody is doing and expect to make money. No. No, sir. No, ma. Gap. Where is the gap? Is the question you should first ask. Oh, come and grow this crop. Come and do that crop. The next question should be, where is the gap? Where is the gap? Show me the market. You know, we that grows using greenhouses, hydroponics, the first thing I tell people is we are not into greenhouse business. We are not into hydroponic business. We are into food business. Listen to me. If you carry pepper, tomato, reach my 12. My 12 now, my 12 price, then go buy you. My 12 does not care what technology you have used to grow it. The market does not care what technology you have used to grow your product. The market only cares about food. Food. So we use technology so as to make sure that we have constant and predictable production. That's why we use technology. But guys, grow the vegetable that all year round the market is there and understand the season. For example, why grow tomato when everybody is producing tomato? Consistently in the last 10 years that I have tracked, tomato will sell well May ending to August, at the peak of the rainy season. Consistently, 3 months of sales, you can make all the money somebody that grows tomato all year round wants to make. Consistently. Last year, because of tuta absoluta, a basket of tomatoes sold for 85,000, 20 kg basket. But either with tuta or without tuta, 20 raffia, 25 kg, max of 40 kg tomato basket, we always sell around 26 to 38,000. End of May to August. Why? Tomato is a summer crop. The flower of tomato does not like water touching it. So when you grow tomato, so most tomato producers can produce tomato at the peak of the rainy season. So if you can produce around that time, you'll be shocked. You will be shocked. Then, habaneros. It's called Rodo. That big one. It sits at the highest level of Rodo. The funny part is when you now use technology to grow them, simple technology like greenhouse, you can predict your production all year round. For peppers like the habanero, there is this pepper that this company buys a lot. This Indomie noodles company, jalapeno. Walk up to companies that need specialized veggies and tell them, I can be your plot. Guys, all the crops I've mentioned, there is a bigger business where you can harvest and process them. When you partner with current producers and process them. How to make money. To make money, you must scale. I want this to be noted. Small-scale farming is a myth in money making. Let me tell you the truth. This is my industry, and this is my... I have clocked 2 decades as a commercial farmer in Nigeria. I have seen several trends. We started farming before farming became big. Scaling has no alternative, sir. If you are a smallholder farmer, you are doomed to be poor. Let me repeat it. If you are a smallholder farmer, you are doomed to be poor. Now, if you don't have money, how do I scale? So that's the question you should ask. Don't keep saying, I don't have. How can I scale? Should be your question. How can I scale? How can I scale? The key to scaling is collaboration or partnering. Again, the key to scaling is collaboration or partnering. Partner with someone. Partner with a group of people. We experimented with something called a hub. Oh, instead of building one greenhouse in my house, why don't we bring 10, 15, 20 people together? Everybody owning one greenhouse but in the same location. Do you know why? Regular customers want a place where they can always restock. They don't want a place they can only buy once and that's it. They want a place they can come to every week and get something to buy. Secondly, when you scale, you reduce your cost of production. Let me give you an example. If you are growing crop and you need water, you can only get water from borehole or well. If you have one plot of farm or one greenhouse, you need one well. If you have 10 plots of farm or 10 greenhouses, you still need one well. You need a generator to pump the water. If you have one, now your generator will serve one, but that same generator can serve 10. You need a qualified agronomist. That agronomist can operate, can manage one. It can manage 10. Do you get what I'm saying? Collaboration. Partnership. Thank you. Strategic partnership. Think about it. It's key to scaling. So the moment you can scale, you can make more money. Stop thinking small. There is no place for smallholder farming in wealth creation. It's a myth. It is a myth. You will continue to be at the mercy of the off-taker. So what does that tell you? It means start thinking. What part can I play in all this? What part can I play? What part can I play? There is a part for you to play. There is a part for everyone to play. I'll be stopping here today. Next week, I will do the part 2 of this. And I'll be talking more about market access. Let me end by giving you this data. In 2021, I was part of a committee that worked on what we call INGO. INGO is International Non-Governmental Organization. We did a report on the work of international non-governmental organization in Africa. And I saw a data that shocked me firsthand. International non-governmental organization contributes what we call grants to Africa in the excess of $200 billion every year. But what is more shocking is Africans in diaspora send back remittance worth over $500 billion every year, almost 3 times the grants. But Africans in diaspora remittances are not mentioned. It's not publicized. It's not publicized. Now, where am I going? There is a huge market, a huge gap, access, opportunity that can be tapped working with Africans in diaspora. I mean, a massive one. I'll be sharing about it, how we can tap into this next week. So, you want to earn high income? Follow all I have shared today. And you will be amazed at what can happen for you. So, for everyone who have been part of my chat this evening, I want to thank you for coming. You may want to learn more. You may want to have more insight into certain things. Yes, get in touch. Well, one of the things we do, it's agribusiness consulting and advisory, and then we can help you take it to the next level. So from our line, thank you, my sister, for being part of this, Mr. Adebowale Idris, Mr. Yunus Sanusi. Thank you, everyone, for being a part of today's share. A big thanks to my wife. Thank you for joining. Perpetual treasure. Thank you, ma. Oh, Madam Glow, the only glow in the UK. Pleasant Adeola Adegun, thank you for joining. Elder Gbo, my brother, thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Mr. Franklin, I appreciate you. Mr. Shanusi, I appreciate you. Mr. Igbe. Everyone that has joined me today, I want to appreciate you. My Oga from Port Harcourt, Mr. Bijuru, thank you so much. My engineer, Yeni, I will rejoice. Thank you for joining. Fisayo, our Vice Chancellor. Thank you, Mr. Bileu. Everyone that has joined, I've not mentioned your name, Ayo, Tulu, all of you, thank you for joining. Goodness, and then thank you for being part of this sharing session, Mr. Deleke Adetunji. I appreciate every one of us. I've promised I won't be spending more than 1 hour so that we can internalize it and do something about it. So next week, Sunday, I'll be sharing more opportunities, but majorly how to tap into a big market that exists. Many don't understand how to do that. You see, gap is everything. And I'll be giving some good insight on how we can take advantage of this industry. So till we meet on Sunday with another Sunday evening chat with Adebowale Onafowora, guys, keep raising your fish, keep growing your heterotes, keep growing your Pegasius, keep growing your Pekins, keep growing your Campbell. Just do something, and you will be shocked that the challenges or economic challenges around you will be a thing of the past. Thank you, guys.